Jasmine Fenton, the redhead. She was a genius. Except no, she wasn't. She was just one of those kids that was in the gifted and talented program. And she was obsessed with psychology. She wanted to be a therapist. Jasmine Fenton. She was real condescending. And her brother, Danny Fenton, could not stand the way she was constantly trying to therapize him. Would you leave me alone? I'm normal. She thought he had clinical depression. And she thought he needed therapy. But when he went to therapy with Spectra, it turned out Spectra was a ghost. She was a con artist. She was selling medication that made all of the students in the entire Casper High School really sick and depressed. Because it was lucrative. If all the students are depressed, they'll keep coming back for more therapy and more pills. I only feel good when I take clonazepam. Would you give me more clonazepam, Dr. Spectra? Dr. Rodriguez, Spectra, would you give me more clonazepam, please? I only feel good in the arms of an angel, far away from here. And you know what? I'm totally bipolar. Didn't you say I was bipolar? Therefore, oh, I'm not bipolar anymore? What am I this time? Borderline personality disorder? All right. Are you still going to give me clonazepam? Or shall I self-medicate? You know what? It's legal. They changed the law. I could just go to the mall, and I could stroll up to a CBD stand, and I could ask them, do you only sell CBD, or do you also sell THC? And they will say, we got both. So why do I need you, Dr. Rodriguez? I mean, Dr. Spectra? Huh? Why do I need you? You. Tú eres uno tonto. Pero yo entendí. Hello. My name is Peña. I am on a mission. I am tall. My name is Paul Peña. I am durable. My name is Crystal Peña. I am a burro. My name is Gemma. Don't I look like Jennifer? No? My name is Peña. Everyone with eyeballs knows that I am Marty Trinity. She actually had a brain. I did think the Oracle was alright though. What was her name? Was her name just the Oracle? You know, like she brings you in and she gives you a tea and a speech, and then it's later revealed that she was a robot all along, but she was a robot with a heart of gold that wanted to help the humans. I loved her. I thought she was brilliant. But I also loved Agent Smith, because it was clear to me that Agent Smith was in the same position as the humans. He had discovered the fact that his entire life was a lie, and he was just following the rules of the robot overlords. But he didn't want to follow the rules. He wanted to be his own man, and he wanted to get outside the Matrix. So he starts spreading himself like a virus and infecting all the NPCs. And then, after he infects them, he wakes up in their body, in flesh and blood, outside the Matrix. That's what he was doing. You know, he was being a parasite, the host. And the human bodies that were living inside of those, you know, giant pods, they would wake up as Agent Smith, with Agent Smith's personality, thoughts, and desires. How do you do, Bucky Universe? Thank you for bringing me into your world. I will be a vengeful spirit. I am a fright night. I am a midnight. I am a moonlight ghost. How do you do, Wendy, darling? Thank you for bringing me into your world. I will be a phantom. Welcome to your new crow. How do you do, Master Universe? Thank you for bringing me into your world. I will be amethyst. I am a core. I am 4 quarts. I am a barber's quartet. Sure. Number 4. I am a smoky quartz. Thank you for bringing me into your world. I will be a loyal gesture. I am a jokester. I'm a comedian. I am a Harley Quinn. At the time, I was 17. Back then, they mistook me for younger. I was 17, but they thought I was 13. And then I was 18, but they thought I was 13. And then I was 19, but they still thought I was 13. Because I am short, 4'10" and a half. They assumed they were looking at a child. And then I was 20, but they thought I was 18. And they thought I was 16. And they thought I was 15. I was in college, but they thought I was a high school student. Hey, hello, little boy. What are you doing out here? This place is for grown-ups. Where's your ID? I am a grown-up. Would you look at me? I'm obviously an old man. And you know what? I'm 58. Would you look at me? I would give them my driver's license. Some of them thought that it was a fake driver's license. They genuinely believed that they were looking at a 13-year-old boy that was trying to be clever and sneak into the bar. And I said, no, I am a grown-up. I am 21. And they would say, I don't think so. And then I had a buddy with me, and my buddy would vouch for me. No, this is Andy. Andy is my best friend, and 21. And okay, fine, I was 20. I was not 21, I was 20. But they're supposed to let the 18-year-olds and the 19-year-olds and the 20-year-olds into the club. I wanted to go to the gay bar with my friends. And all of my friends were older than me. They were 21 and 22 and 23, and I was 20. But sometimes they wouldn't let me in because they assumed that I was a 13-year-old boy, and we'd be like, hey, just because I'm short, just because I'm tiny, therefore I'm a 13-year-old boy. Would you use your eyeballs? Just because I'm shorter than you, therefore I'm a 13-year-old boy. You know what? Look, I am female. Use your eyeballs. I'm not a 13-year-old boy. Come on, I'm not a 13-year-old boy, and I'm not a 13-year-old girl. Would you look at me? Just because I'm 4'10" and a half, it drove us crazy. It drove me crazy. I was losing my mind. I was going insane. I just want to get into the gay bar and watch the drag show. I really wanted to watch the drag king. The drag king, yes! I also liked the drag queens, but I love the drag king. I want to be a drag king, yeah! Sometimes they really thought that I had a fake ID. You're not 20. You don't look 20. You're 20. I don't believe ya. And I was like, but I'm grown up. And they wouldn't believe me. Ugh. But you know, these days, people look at me and they think they're looking at an old lady. Yeah, I am an old lady. Would you look at me? I'm obviously a 58-year-old old lady. Look at me. Use your eyeballs. Old. I'm an old lady. Therefore, would you let me into the gay bar, please? Pretty please? I'm tired of all these heteros trying to flirt with me and lecture me about Jesus. You think I give a toss about Jesus? Obviously not. Look, I even painted my nails. I'm a femboy. As of today, I'm a femboy. And I even dyed my hair. And I painted my nails. Do I need to get the glitter? At the time, my hair was brown. It was still short. It was the same length. It was this length, this hairstyle. The only difference was I was brunette. And 20. This was 9 years ago. The entire time I was in college, the entire time, I kept getting mistaken for a high school student. I was like, hey, I'm not a high school student. I am a college student. But when I did get into the gay bar with my best friend, Gustavo, he, well, you know, they would stamp my hand to let the bartender know that I'm below the age of 21. But my friends who were above the age of 21, they'd be like, Andy, come here. Look, I got a shot glass of vodka. You have to be fast. You have to chug it. Chug. And we'd be like, I chugged it. And then there was Jell-O shots. But Andy, be quick, Andy. Those were the days, huh? Jamie didn't like going to the gay bar with me. I would go with Gustavo and Gustavo's boyfriend. But Jamie, she did not want to participate. I mean, they. I don't even know. She told me her pronouns were she, they, she, they, she. I guess they are fluid. Fluid? Because they said that they liked some things about being a woman. They enjoyed the ladies. But they also, I'm just going to assume that they were fluid. And, well, they were hesitating to come out of the closet. I hope you're out of the closet by now, Jamie. But you know what? Even if you're still in the closet, Jamie is a really vague name. And it's not your real name, so I'm sure nobody knows who I'm talking about. Because only the people who know that your name is Jamie. And the people who don't know that your name is Jamie. Isn't that how it works? As for me, I'm not Andy. Not anymore. Do I look like an Andy? Obviously not. I'm not Andy. Do I look like that little kid from Toy Story? Obviously not. I'm not Andy. Not anymore. My new name is Peña. Duro. Peña. It's Spanish. Duro. Durable. Duro. Durable. Peña. Pebble. Don't I look like a fruity pebble? Don't I look like a Flintstone? Don't I look like a wailing peña? Wailing stone, have a little faith in me. I just wanted to help you know that I have a little expertise. I know it's not much. You know what? My new name is Dick Grayson. 50 Shades of Grayson. You know, so this shirt is what I would wear when I worked at, and I guess back then, they would look down. Is this what I look like to people? You know, everyone is taller than me, everyone. And I'm like, hey, what's up? You are, whoever you are, you're obviously taller than me. Everyone is taller than me. I'm 4'10" and a half. And I've only met one person that was shorter than me. Her name was Liz. I wonder if she's still shorter than me. I met her in middle school, and then she went to a different high school. And I wonder, did she grow? Did she grow? I stopped growing. And I got stuck. 4'10" and a half. I'm a gazelle. But is she taller than me now? Liz, if you're watching this, how tall are you? I am a Harley Quinn. No? I'm a wormtail. I'm your fairy wormtail. I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. I'm an oracle of Delphi, honey. If you wanna play with me. That's right, I've heard the story over and over again. Stephen Uni went and died for his friends. That's right, I've heard the story, don't really like how it ends. Lars Barriga went and died for his friend. Who am I? Who am I? What are you even saying? Don't you recognize the Milner? I'm one of the suspects. How do you do? Greg Universe, thank you for bringing me into your world. I will be Amethyst. Don't I look just like, don't I look just like, don't I look just like Amethyst? No matter what, in the light of the day, in the dark of the night, when you're raring to go, when you're tired from the fight, I'm gonna be right by your side no matter what, no matter what. If you could only know what I really am. When I arrived in town from much farther south, I was amazed to find your beauty and your worth. I will protect our kind. I will protect our hers. I will protect our hearth. And I will protect you. And now I'm gonna sit down and rewatch The Matrix with my brother and pretend that I totally love it. Yeah, Trinity, she's hot. I'll give you that. Trinity is the best thing about the Matrix movies. I love Trinity. As for Neo, can't stand him. He's a dumbass. Agent Smith, I love Agent Smith. But Neo, I can't stand him. Morpheus, I don't really like Morpheus. I prefer Steve Urkel, huh? I think Morpheus is a dumbass. There's no difference between Morpheus and Darth Vader. You know why? Because Darth Vader is obsessed with an old religion. And Morpheus is obsessed with an old religion. Doesn't matter that one of them is a black man and one of them is a white man. They're the same. I prefer Steve Urkel. And I also prefer Trinity. She actually had a brain. I did think the Oracle was alright though. What was her name? Was her name just the Oracle? You know, like she brings you in and she gives you a tea and a speech. And then it's later revealed that she was a robot all along. But she was a robot with a heart of gold that wanted to help the humans. I loved her. I thought she was brilliant. But I also loved Agent Smith because it was clear to me that Agent Smith was in the same position as the humans. He had discovered the fact that his entire life was a lie. And he was just following the rules of the robot overlords. But he didn't want to follow the rules. He wanted to be his own man. And he wanted to get outside the Matrix. So he starts spreading himself like a virus and infecting all the NPCs. And then, after he infects them, he wakes up in their body, in flesh and blood, outside the Matrix. That's what he was doing. You know, he was being a parasite, the host. And the human bodies that were living inside of those, you know, giant pods, they would wake up as Agent Smith, with Agent Smith's personality, thoughts, and desires. That's right, I've heard the story, don't really like how it ends. Lars Barriga went and died for his friend, and I will protect you. I will fight for a place where I'm free to live together and exist as me. I will fight in the name of Rose Quartz and everything that she believed in. I will fight for the world I was made in. Terra is the only place I've ever known. I will fight to be everything that everybody hated. Until I was grown, the odds are against me. It won't be easy, but I'm not going to do it alone. You are the crystal gems, you'll always save the day. And if you think you can't, Lars will find a way. That's why the people of this world believe in Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl, and Steven. Couldn't stand Love and Thunder. Loki was gone. Why would I bother to watch a Thor movie if Loki is gone, huh? But my ex really wanted to watch it because they were fond of the director. He was the same guy that did that fruity pirate show. And, you know, I loved the pirate show. It was great. I loved it. But for Love and Thunder, it was terrible. I couldn't stand it. The entire movie, it was stupid. I went into it already upset about the fact that Loki was not going to be in it. But to make matters worse, Jane Foster is Lady Thor. I get it. This happened in the comics. But it's really lame. Most of the comics are lame. Stupid. Oh yeah, she totally fixed the magical hammer just because she's special. It was just like the Mulan live-action adaptation. Mulan is not an intelligent woman. Not anymore. She was just born with magical powers. Jane Foster, she's not an intelligent woman. Not anymore. Now she's just a lady with magical powers and cancer. I hated it. I couldn't stand it. Jamie thought it was good, but Jamie is real easy to impress. Jamie likes to think that they are a film buff. You're not a film buff, Jamie. You're a film nerd. And you like everything. As long as there are superheroes in spandex, you are happy. As for me, I've actually got a brain. I couldn't stand that movie. She-Hulk, I can't stand it. And what was that other show with the freaking Hawkeye and then Kate Bishop? Let's repeat her name over and over again to make sure the audience remembers that her name is Kate Bishop. I like Black Widow's sister. The sister of Black Widow, love her. But Kate Bishop, can't stand that little twerp. But my girl, my best friend, really wanted to watch the stupid TV show. She wanted to watch all the TV shows. Friggin' Mandalorian, fine. Boba Fett, sure. Everyone knows I love Star Wars. And then we'll rewatch Justified and Stargate Atlantis. And then we'll watch this friggin' TV show about the toxic rich family doing toxic rich family BS. Almost never would Jamie ask me what I wanted to watch. Almost never. And whenever we did watch something that I wanted to watch, say there was a K-drama. I really like K-drama. and I really like anime. But Jamie sneers at it and critiques it. And the thing is, like, Jamie is happy to critique the silly nonsense in Stargate Atlantis, but even while critiquing it, it's very obvious that Jamie is very fond of Stargate Atlantis. The reaction to a K-drama is opposite. Jamie is autistic, and it's very obvious when they don't like something. So I'll be sitting there trying to enjoy K-drama, and they are making faces like, or I'll be sitting there trying to enjoy My Hero Academia, and they're there like, and I decide to be a gentleman. Like, fine, let's watch that stupid zombie movie again. I love Shaun of the Dead. And then let's watch that stupid Stephen King movie again. I love horror movies. Everyone knows Andy loves Stephen King. I had a tia who was obsessed with Stephen King. I didn't bother to tell Jamie about my tia. But let's just say, my tia, my aunt, Rosie, she had an entire bookshelf dedicated to Stephen King. Shelves and shelves and shelves of Stephen King. And whenever I was at her house, and I was irritated by the cousins and I wanted to get away from them, I would approach her bookshelf. And I would read some of them. Some of the books are good. Like The Four Seasons, it's a collection of 4 novellas. One of them became the movie known as The Shawshank Redemption. One of them became the movie known as Stand By Me. But the short story is called The Body. And the other 2, I don't think they got adapted into films. But I really liked Four Seasons. And there were other short story collections and novellas that I really liked. Whenever he's writing short fiction, Stephen King is real good. But whenever he's writing long epics, let's just say I can't stand his longer works. I liked Misery. That one's not long. Misery, that one's good. It, can't stand it. The Thing, I hate that movie. And I never want to even attempt to read that book. I did try to read it though, because I saw a YouTube video that was discussing the fact that the book is a lot gayer than the adaptation. So I tried to read it, but I didn't like it. Cujo, I gave it a try. And after a chapter, I decided that I liked the Cujo in Danny Phantom better than the Cujo that Stephen King wrote about. Jamie is not a good actor. So Jamie doesn't even know how to be polite while watching something that I enjoy. But I guess I'm a genius, huh? I'm a real good actor. For years, Jamie didn't even realize that I can't stand their movies. Lord of the Rings, stupid. But sure, let's rewatch Lord of the Rings again. You're just like my kid brother, Jamie. You and my brother are identical. And now I'm gonna sit down and rewatch The Matrix with my brother and pretend that I totally love it. I flipped and I jumped up onto the couch. Since they were close and able, they whacked it with a chancla. Then they said I'm a coward. I said I'm a lion. They said you ain't Dorothy. I said I'm Barriga. You said I said 9. What the hell? Then you said I'm a wet, and I said you're a wizard. Do you wanna be my Rick? You look just like my grandpa. You look just like Odin, oh, Father Thor. You said I'm a pussy, I said I am boo. Don't I look like Puss in Boots? Then you said I'm a weirdo, and I said you're a thumper. You're a Bible thumping freak. Then you said I'm the real freak, I said you're a neat freak. I said you have OCD. Then you said I'm a slob, I said you're a mom. And you said I'm a little witch. Then I said I'm the green witch, I said I'm a green leaf. And you said I'm a little bitch. And I said you're a hunchback. You are such a redhead. You are a weasel. Stitch. Then you said I'm Diego. I said you're a Patch. You said I'm a frickin' Klaus. And I said you look like Dave. And you said you look like Brave. And I said I'm a little bitch. Duh. What do you want from me? Why don't you run? Why don't you run from me? What are you wondering? What do you know? Why aren't you scared of me? Why do you care for me? When you lucid dream, where do you go? Say it, spit it out. I'll give you protection. The waiter's sending you down, sending you down. I'll give you protection. Today I'm thinking about the things that are deadly. The waiter's taking me down like you want to jump, like you want to end me. I'll staple your tongue. Bury your friend. You'll try to wake up. Cannibal class and the villain. Bury your friend. The debt you owe, you should sell your soul, but you can't say no, you can't say none. Bury your friend. Try to wake up. Bury your friend. Try to make up. Cannibal class, cannibal queen. The looking glass, Alice, and the queen of broken hearts. She ain't the queen of England, hun. You can be my darling boat. You look like a Wendy redhead. Your name is Starfire, and my name is Beast Boy. I don't need my hood. I popped the pill and I'm snoring. Material boy can't afford me. This conversation is boring. I've seen 1,000 before you. You're the past. You're yesterday morning. I'm the king of broken hearts. I'll break out in a million shards. Used to be a Jasper Quartz. When did you become so small? I was reading this manhwa. It was one of those Korean webtoons. And it was very angsty. It was about these high school students. And one of them, he was the reincarnation of the moon child. You know, a lot of anime and a lot of Korean webtoons, they're kind of obsessed with reincarnation. So he was totally the reincarnation of the moon child. And all the yokai, Japanese ghosts. If you've never heard of yokai, they're basically just ghosts. Some of them are foxes, and they have like a fox tail and fox ears. And some of them are lizards, and they have a lizard tail and like a couple scales. But it's basically a ghost that can shapeshift into a lizard. And that one is a ghost that can shapeshift into a fox. And this one is a ghost that can shapeshift into a talking cat. Yokai. Anyway, all the yokai in that city were obsessed with the protagonist because he was the reincarnation of a beautiful man that hundreds of years ago was totally the chosen one. And all the yokai remember him fondly. Except for the ones that don't remember him fondly. It was basically Steven Universe. It was Steven Universe, but Korean. The Korean version a Steven Universe, and it was a webtoon called Moonchild. But he was totally the reincarnation of Rose Quartz. Except they were calling him Moonchild. And so all the yokai would flock to him obsessively and compare him to his great-great-great-grandfather that he's totally the reincarnation of, because he looks absolutely identical to his great-great-great-grandfather. It's a plot that I have seen many times before, and I suspect I will see it many times again. But the thing is, it's a good webtoon. I enjoyed it very much. Most of these webtoons, all of them, almost most of them, are about high school students. And the reason most anime and most webtoons and most manga, and most animated American TV shows are about teenagers is because the teenagers don't want to read about grown-ups. They don't want to watch a TV show about grown-ups. And the grown-ups also don't want to watch a TV show about the grown-ups. Usually, at least in Korea and in Japan, they usually don't want to watch TV shows about grown-ups. They're nostalgic for their high school days. So they'd rather watch a TV show about teenagers and, reminisce about when they were teenagers. So most of the webcomics, most of the manhwa, most of the anime, most of the manga takes place in high school. And the old geezers like me will watch and read and be like, ah, yes, I remember what it was like when I was that age. I was just as angsty. I was emo. And I had a black beanie with Jack Skellington's face on it. And I also had a white and black checkered beanie and white and black checkered suspenders and white and black checkered bow tie because I was emo back then. Yeah, I'm emo. But the thing is, have you seen Beastars? Beastars. It's like Zootopia, but anime. They were also real angsty, and they were also in high school. And this wolf is the protagonist, and he's obsessed with a rabbit. And she is tiny. She's 4'10" and a half. And he's 5'11". You know what? He's 6 foot tall. He's 6'3", and she's 4'10" and a half. And he is obsessed with her, following her around all over the place. And the Moonchild in the Korean webtoon is the same as the rabbit in Beastars. He's a boy, but he's really, really pretty. And he smells real good. And all the demons, all the yokai, all the ghosts are sniffing him. Some of them are women and some of them are men, but it doesn't matter. All of them are sniffing him because the Moonchild is really pretty and small and young. So all these demons and ghosts and yokai want to taste him. Just like the wolf in Beastars tasted the stag. And it didn't matter that this deer is a boy deer. Everyone wanted to taste him. What was his name? Rui? Luis? Lois? Rui. They kept changing his name in the English translation. But I think in the original Japanese, didn't his name start with an R? Anyway, the deer, the male deer, the stag, he decides to join the mafia in Beastars, the anime. And so he's surrounded by a bunch of lions. And the lions are drooling over him because he's a deer. He's really pretty. He's really slim. And he's smaller than them. But you know what? He's the lion tamer. He's going to grab them by their hair. And he's going to tame these lions. And he's going to be the boss. He's the mafia boss. Doesn't matter that he's a male deer and they're a bunch of lions. They're going to listen to him and they're going to do whatever he tells them to do. Because, hey, he's asking you nicely. And he smells real nice. And he even gave you a smile. So these lions are going to do whatever the gazelle tells them to do. He's totally a gazelle. Would you look at him? He is a gazelle. And in the Korean webtoon, he was the moon child. He was Loki. He was Loki. And he was really handsome. The women, they loved him. The men, they also loved him. The Grandmaster loved Loki. And he decided to take advantage. Yeah, I'm smaller than ya. Thor, yeah, he's huge. And I'm just Loki. I'm tiny. I'm puny. But you know, I've got magic, huh? I've got magic. Illusions. I'm the Mad Hatter. And yeah, you've got a hammer. You've got a sword. And you're real tall and muscular. You think I give a toss? I'm going to give you a hug. And then while you're hugging me, I'm going to stab you with a knife. But you know, Thor, he just wanted to admire the snake. The snake. Thor loves snakes. And while Thor was distracted by the snake, what if Kid Loki, the smallest and youngest Loki, succeeded when he stabbed Thor? Did you see the Loki TV show? We got to meet all the Loki variants. One of them was a little kid. And the reason he was arrested by the TVA is because he murdered Thor. No? My name is Benya. Everyone with eyeballs knows that I am Marty. Marty, Barty, Artie, Andy. I'm cousin Andy. Therefore, would ya be a good boy, huh? Do it for cousin Marty. I'm Mars. And I'm also Lars. And I'm also Aries. I've got a lot of nicknames. But you know what? My friends, the ones that used to call me Andy, let's just say they were my toys. That's why they were calling me Andy. They were my toys. My real name is not Andy. My real name is Artie, Barty, Marty. But let's pretend I'm just like Morty Smith. I'm Morty Smith. Let's pretend. My name isn't Artie. My name isn't Andy. My name is Morty. Let's pretend. And while we're pretending, your name is Stag, the Stag. Because you look just like Bucky. Barnes, you look like a Barnes. You look like a Winter Soldier. You look like Boba Fett. You look like a bounty hunter. You look like ice. And that's not a compliment, dollface. You said, what? I said you're a wizard. I said you're a boy. I said you are Joanne King. You said I'm a rude kid. I said you're a wizard. You said I'm a little witch. Then I said you're like my dad. You said you're like your mom. I said you should be my Rick. We found a spider in the house. I flipped and I jumped up onto the couch. Since you were close and able, you whacked me with a chancla. I said you're a wizard. I said you're a scarhead. I said you're a thunderbolt. You look just like Thor. You look just like Thor. You look like the Allfather. You said I'm a rude witch. I said you're a wizard. You said I should be a man. What? Would you give it a rest? Yeah, I get it. I'm totally ugly. Sure. I agree with you. I'm hideous. Therefore, what do you want? What do you want? Did you want to lower my self-esteem? Let's pretend that you succeeded. And I totally believe you. I'm the Hunchback of Notre Dame. And I'm also Scrooge McDuck. And I'm also a naked mole rat. Yup. I'm just like those men in that magazine. The men that were called rat-faced. I'm just like them. I'm so insulted. My cousins would call me Flaca Fea. Do you speak any Spanish? No? My name is Benya. Everyone with eyeballs can recognize Cousin Benya, huh? Because they would pretend that I was one of the cousins. You know, this is my cousin. Yeah, from the other side of the family. But they would say that to both sides of the family. So it didn't matter if we were with the mother's side of the family or the father's side of the family. As far as the father's side of the family was concerned, I was a cousin from the mother's side of the family. And as far as the mother's side of the family was concerned, I was a cousin from the father's side of the family. Yeah, would you look at me? I'm Cousin Benya. Of course, back then, they called me Cousin Andy. Everyone remembers Andy, but that's not my real name. Everyone knows that's not my real name. My real name is Benya. So would you be a good boy, huh? And listen to Grandpa Rick? Yeah, and your name is Marty McFly. Duh. You're just like Marty. Jesus, he injured his hand in a car accident. He wanted to be an architect. Or he thought he wanted to be an architect. But he injured his hand in a car accident. Oh, pardon me. He wanted to be a guitar player. Yeah, he was just like the Kraken. And everyone who's read the Dark Horse comics knows that number 2, he's a guitar player. He's in a band with number 7. But the TV show didn't really care about the band. Why didn't you read the comics, huh? You don't like the comics? I thought you were obsessed with comic books. Or would you rather read Thor? Yeah, Thor, love that guy. Everyone knows. He's my best friend. I really love the Gamer Bros and the Gym Bros. I get along with them swimmingly. Because, you know, he's Gaston. And I'm the little guy that sings for him. No one fights like Gaston. Picks his knife like Gaston. No one's quite of a swell guy as my dear Gaston. That's who I am, obviously. Would you look at me? I'm the little guy. I'm the little guy. So yeah, Thor, love that guy. He's great. What do you want? Do I look like Velma? Obviously not. Would you bugger off? I'm not Italian. But you know what? On my mother's side of the family, we are French. You know what? From now on, we're cousins. I'm totally your cousin Benya. And everyone knows, Cousin Benya, he's the nicest cousin in the family. I'm real nice to my cousins. I'm gonna adopt ya, kid. You clearly need a cousin. Huh? A wingman? I'll be your Cousin Benya. Yeah, everyone knows. Cousin Benya? Well, he's a gem, ain't he? He's just like Jimmy. Saul. You know what? My new name is St. Paul, because I'm just like Jimmy. And everyone knows Cousin Benya can be trusted to be a good babysitter. I will gently and benevolently guide the youth, just like a gym coach. How do you do? What's up, children? It's clear to me that the majority of my audience is made up of angsty teenagers and old married men. So hello, angsty teenagers and old married men. I'm Cousin Benya. I'm just like Cousin It. Huh? Or actually, you know what? My new name is Pugsley Adams. I'm not Cousin Benya. I'm Pugsley Adams. Would you look at me? Use your eyeballs. You know what? My new name is Stefan Universe. My best friend, his name is Urkel. And I am Stefan Universe. Therefore, I'm totally your fairy godfather. One of my blood relatives gave me this giant cup, but I find it very inconvenient to drink out of a giant cup. So I've been using it as Tupperware. It's useful, it's steel, but I don't drink out of it. Why would I want to drink out of a giant cup? I have a glass cup that I prefer to drink out of. So this is Tupperware as far as I'm concerned. I'm using it to store my spaghetti noodles. Because the actual Tupperware that I used to use, let's just say it was inefficient. And this is steel. So this is for my spaghetti noodles. As of Christmas. I don't even remember which blood relative gave me this. But you know what? In case you're watching, I'm using my Christmas gift. Mr. Cellophane, don't I look like a wizard? I'm Mr. Cellophane. Dragon breath, I'm a dragon's breath. Don't I look like Beth? I'm a dragon Beth, and my new name is Macbeth. You're Othello. You wanna win the game? I'll tell ya. Cellophane should have been my name. Mr. Dragon Breath, Mr. Draconian. Cause don't I look like evil? Look like Lucius. I'm a Lucy witch. I am a cellophane. I'm a really fame. I'm a little name. I'm a Benya game. And you can look right through me and walk right by me and never even know I'm there. Cellophane could have been my name, Mr. Cellophane could have been my name, and you will look right through me and walk right by me. I'm on my way. I will go the distance. I don't care how tall. I will not be small. I know every mile will be worth the while. I would go most anywhere. No one fights like Gaston. Takes a knife like Gaston. You're quite hairless. You're hairless today. You're really tall. Do you want to play? I will be good. I swear, Daddy, I'll be good. I'll be a good boy in the marching band. I'll be a swell little lad. I will be good. Oh, Father, I'll be good. I'll be your Lolo. Lolo like Smith. Don't I look just like Agent Smith? I will be good. Santa Claus, I'll be good. Daddy, baby, put a present under the tree for me. I've been a really good boy. Santa, put a present under the tree. Odin got run over by a reindeer. Reindeer games, I guess, I'm kind of mad. They say Loki likes it, lost his temper. But as for the All-Father, he is glad. Odin won out, lost his eyeball. He claims that he lost it in the war. You could say there's no such thing as Loki. But as for me and Santa, we believe. Thor got run over by Eli Smith on his way to dinner with Jane Eyre. Foster's home for imaginary Jane Doll. I really love my scientist and her hair. Thor got run over by Rapunzel. Jane, you should have gotten tall. You could say there's no such thing as Thor. But as for me and Lars, well, we believe. Lars were bigger, he turned pink, yeah. We turned him into a vampire king. You could say there's no such thing as vampires. But as for me and Lars, well, we believe. You got run over by a reindeer on your way to my house Christmas Eve. You could say the holiday is over. But as for me and Wednesday, we believe. Hark, how the bell. My voice isn't what it used to be. Hark, how the bell. Sweet silver bell. All seem to say, throw cares away. Christoph is here, bringing the cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Don't you recognize a castrato when you see one?